Hi, we're coming into the holiday season at lightning speed once again, and it tends to catch some of us off guard, but I'm going to show you how to make a Thanksgiving-style meal plus 2 side dishes in about 10 minutes. First, I'm just starting off with store-bought stuffing mix. You can follow the directions, and mine call for 1.5 cups of water. I'm just going to put this in here and mix it around a little just to get everything a little wet. That's all you got to do. Make sure everything's soaked, and then you take your 1/2 stick of margarine or butter, and I'm going to just spread it around the top. You don't have to mix this in. Our microwave is going to do that for us. But just arrange it on top. I'll pop this in the microwave for just a couple of minutes now. So here we go. Stick this in here. A couple of minutes. Now while I'm waiting for that, I'm going to go ahead and prepare my pan. I'm just going to use some cooking oil. You can grease it up however you want. I'm just going to grease this really quick with some oil. I'm going to take a can of green beans. This was just a can of green beans. Dump them in there. Now what I'm going to do is spread these towards the outside. Make a ring with your green beans. Okay, my stuffing's done. Now, yours may take a minute longer. It depends on your microwave, of course. I could wait for this to cool, but that would take 5 minutes or so. I'm going to quick cool this. I do this a lot. I'm just going to spread this out on a metal pan, and that's going to make my cooling time much quicker. Spread it out to the edges. The more you spread it out, the faster this stuff is going to cool. Now I just gave this about 30 seconds to cool, so I wouldn't burn myself here. I'm going to do something a little fun and decorative and make this into a ball about this size. About the size of a small tennis ball, and then you gently lay your turkey over the top, cup your hand, put it back this way, and pull it over the sides. Now I'm going to just stick this in my corner here. Don't worry about gaps or holes, we can fill those in later. Let me go ahead and make up the rest of my stuffing balls here. Okay. Now, next, I've got some mushroom soup here. You could use gravy if you want. I love to use this stuff because at the same time we're going to be making our green bean casserole, traditionally made with this, and everything tastes wonderful together. So I'm just going to take my spoon and I'm going to just kind of drizzle this in, spread it out evenly. I've got all my balls made and everything covered with my mushroom soup. Now I'm just going to take some mozzarella cheese. You can use whichever cheese you prefer, but I'm just going to put a layer over the top. I'm going to cover it evenly. Now that I've got this covered, I'm just going to pop this in the microwave for another couple of minutes or until this cheese melts. That's really all you need. So I'll go ahead and pop this in here. Okay, now while our main course is finishing up, I'm going to show you how to make an ultra-fast pumpkin pie. First I'm going to take just a package of graham crackers and a 1-gallon plastic Ziploc bag. I'm just going to dump them out in there. And I'm just going to take a rolling pin here. You can use the bottom of a jar if you don't have a rolling pin. I'm just going to crush these really well in my bag. Just should only take a moment. Crush them all down. Now once you get the consistency to what you need, just sort of a fine crumb, go ahead and take, I've got 1/3 cup of butter here. You can use butter or margarine. You're just going to take your 1/3 cup of butter and margarine, just pour it right in there. Now I've got 3 tablespoons of sugar I'm also going to add to this bag. I'm going to mix this right in the bag. Just going to go ahead and mix it around until I get the consistency I need. Now once I have this all mixed up really well to sort of a doughy consistency, as you can see it's sort of getting there now, I'm literally just going to take my bag and dump it into a pie tin here. Now this does not go in the microwave, so it doesn't matter if you use a metal tin. I'm just going to go ahead and put this in there. You may have to get your hands a little dirty on this one. Now, I'm going to go ahead and form my pie crust. Just push it down and out to the edges. It's usually easier to start from the center. And the important thing is just to get it spread out relatively evenly to the edge. Got it on this side. Works well for me to just use the back of my hand. It seems to press it in there. There. Now, for our filling, this is super simple. I've just got a half a can of pumpkin here that I got from the store. Now, I've got some Jell-O pudding mix. I've got white chocolate. You can use vanilla. You know, many varieties will work just fine. I've got a quart jar. Now, a little tip here. You're going to want to mix this in a quart jar. It'll be way faster. I'm just going to dump this into about 1.5 cups of milk. Now, on the package it says 2 cups, but I want my pie filling to be a little bit denser, so I'm going to go ahead and put that in just 1.5 cups of milk. I'll go ahead and spoon in my filling here. Super simple. Just put the jar together and shake it until it's a creamy consistency. You'll be able to tell when the stuff is mixed in. It'll be a smooth consistency. Now, my filling is all mixed. I've dumped it in here. You're going to want to get this stuff out and into the pan before it sets. What you're going to do then is just pop this into the refrigerator. By the time we finished our main course, this should be set up and ready to eat. Okay, our main course is done. I've set that aside. We've got our pie setting up in the refrigerator. I'm going to show you how to make a really fast sweet potato casserole with just a 1-pound can of yams. I went ahead and drained off my liquid here. Put those in. Now I've got about 1/3 cup packed of brown sugar that I'm going to add there. I've got a 1/4 cup of chopped nuts. I'm also going to put those right in. And a 1/2 stick butter or margarine. Now, I'm going to mix this up. Okay, I've got this mixed up to a fairly good consistency. I'm going to go ahead and take a glass pan. I'll go ahead and put a little of the cooking supply. Take my spoon here, just spoon it right in. This pan. Alright, I'll go ahead and stick this in the microwave for a couple of minutes here. Just heat this up real nice in our microwave. Okay, I've warmed this up for a couple of minutes in the microwave. Now what I'm going to do is just take some marshmallows, put them over the top. Now the thing about marshmallows, they tend to puff up in the microwave. So after we do this, you know, oh, and I have another 1/4 cup of chopped nuts. I'm going to go ahead and throw that over the top too. It adds something. Nice crunchy topping. I'm going to put this back in the microwave for a couple of minutes here. Okay. My sweet potato casserole is done. Now I'm just going to spread the marshmallows out over the top a little, just to try and make it a little prettier. Your marshmallows will puff up in the microwave, but they will instantly puff back down. Okay, I have my main course here. Let me go ahead and plate this up. Plate up the meal. Green beans. Green beans. Some of our casserole. I'm going to go ahead and dress my turkey with a little paprika here. Make it look just a little prettier. And I have my pie that I cut out, set up for us real fast. I'm going to dress this with a little bit of cinnamon. There we have it. Now we just made our Thanksgiving meal plus 2 side dishes in about 10 minutes. That's good.